Hello guys, welcome back to the Paradigm YouTube channel. So last episode we have learned India with the Plunkett guide, and with this guide we were able to go to various specific regional clues and all that stuff that will able to help you get a very close guess on India. If you missed that episode, you can go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and also watch the video. You will be able to learn a very basic guide to all the various landscapes, architecture, and various languages that will help you in learning India. So we're going to go through all the various maps and resources that are present here so that we could practice India for the first time. So I actually practiced India before. I don't think it's any of these maps. I think it's the official GeoGuesser maps of India. So we're going to practice all these maps and see how much knowledge is inputted into our heads. You could also guess along with me. It not necessarily be the exact location. Maybe you could guess the exact state or something like that. We're not getting particularly high scores because these maps are only present Indian locations and not other world locations. So the amount of points to gain is pretty small, but we'll still see it and compare with the global level so that we can understand is our guess a good thing or not. As well as that, all the various regional clues, let's go through a bit and revise actually. Actually, I should revise because I went outside and I need to just go through everything. I'll just redo everything. If you want to see all this all over again, you could probably just head over to the other video and you can see I'm just showing it all. You're probably going to see all this useful colors and information that you could probably just see for your understanding of India. It not necessarily be just me. Everybody else could learn India for their geography purposes and all that. So yeah, it's basically so easy, I guess. It's only a small guide with only 2 pages long, so go through all this and you're going to get a huge advantage by playing these maps. So let's start by playing in a balanced AI generated India by JHK. Let's play and let's start with moving. We're going to play moving because we're going to let a lot of specific regional clues from these. So the first round we get. So let's look at the car because car is a very useful thing. So there is no car. There is a car visible, but okay. So now we need to find. Okay, these are probably date palms. I'm assuming so. Yeah, I think they're date palms, not oil palms. So we could see those. So date palms are only in the northern part of India, so the south is excluded from here. So let's continue moving and let's find if we find any other clues, basically. Yeah. So most of the landscape and vegetation. So the soil looks kind of northern. I have this northern vibe, and it could be southern, but still. Only like Telangana area is probably most for this, but okay, so we have a lot of red soil as well. Red soil with the red blur, you could probably define it. Yeah. So my thinking and understanding must be in this area, generally in this area. So it's around in the center of India, so we have to be careful with this. Yes. Okay. So firstly, we're going to walk around and let's find if we could find any language to get the close guess. So we could find nothing from here, but could we go and see the license plate once? Nope, we can't, so let's just move on. But this road is so empty, I don't think I could find anything. Let me try to go fast. Okay, I don't think I can. But if we find any regional specific clues, I think that's where we need to go next. So let's identify the poles briefly, because there could be a language there. Okay, so metal pole, but it's just wooden. It's not. Oh, it's just a wooden pole, nothing else. It has nothing on it, so we move on from here. So let's try to play this round, and we're just gonna see how nice we can get. Okay, so we have some pole information. It's having this crossbar in between, so it's probably only in the northern part of India, probably. I don't know about that much, so we ignore that bad coverage. So, okay. So we have this pole over here and over here. Did we find anything? No. Did we find anything here? Okay, we could do something with that. Nice. It's Hindi, I think so. No way. It's probably not Hindi. Okay, move on from that. It's so small we can't read it. But it kind of looks like some South Indian characters. But we find the same thing again. It's so blurry though. This is the problem of crap cam. Because if it's so brightened and blurred that everything in India is literally just like, very hard to read or something like that. Yeah, it's so hard, man. I really wish we could have some useful India coverage. And they're actually driving the cars once again in India. So a lot of this nice coverage is going to be brightened up again and have a good state. Okay, now we reach the good part because we could see a wooden pole with this in between. So I suspect that we're not going to be in northern India. Instead, we're going to be in the Indian state of Karnataka because I think that this pole, as appeared in the Plunkett guide, as it says that wooden pole as well as this. Yeah, so it's a wooden pole initially we saw, but okay. Let's just compare it 1 second. Let me just analyze the image a bit more. Okay, it might not be the Karnataka pole, but it could be something if we're getting the region right. We need to find, and it also kind of looks like Karnataka language, so I guess we go Karnataka actually on this. Okay, I go in the north center because it's kind of dry, and I'll guess. Okay, it was actually not bad. So it's not actually Karnataka, it's actually Goa for some strange reason. But I can understand why it's Goa. There's a lot of Karnatakans that are migrating to Goa and the surrounding regions. So we got not the right state, but still it is kind of the right region. On a regional guess, yeah, it's kind of good. So yeah, we move on to the next round. That was actually a good one. Okay, so we first identified that there are mountains, very high mountains actually, to our northeast. So mountains to our northeast, mountains are mostly here, and mountains to our northeast is a perfect one for Himachal Pradesh, especially in the northeastern direction. You can see this is our north and this is our northeast. So mountains to our northeast means it's either in Shimla or we are in Uttarakhand. But this type of mountain is only to this side, but the mountain, as you can see here, is to our northeast side. So let's just analyze a bit more. So we have language, we have Hindi, so it is going to be the north. So also, one thing I think from the guide that we have, actually, there's a bit more information maybe we get from here. Okay. Okay, it has nothing here, but I could read Hindi, guys, no problem, but none of this actually is any useful information. It's just the name of the street and the sign, so we move on. So I think this coverage. Okay, so look at this. Metal roofs on the top. That's for the northeast, but look, it is not probably the northeast. It's not the northeast. So these things. So you know what? Let's actually go in the northern region of India. So it could be. It's not Sikkim. I'm very sure it's not Sikkim. Okay, there's a sign. Pradhan Mantri. Okay, that does not mean anything. It just means national highways. Okay. Okay, move on. So mountains are indeed kinda to a bit of our east. So if you go east mountains, then we have to be in here, Uttarkashi, or maybe in this region. Do you know I'm hedging between the two because if it's northeast or east, it's going to be the same thing, so guess. Whoa, that's actually a good one. It's indeed Himachal Pradesh, but it's on the border, a bit of the border between Himachal Pradesh and Haryana. So actually, you could see the mountains are coming from here. And we're actually inside the mountains, but these are the Shivaliks. So I have to remember that the higher mountains are here, but we should have actually been here because this coverage has a lot of high mountains and we're directly facing towards the south. So I'll remember to 5K this whenever we can. It's actually a bit north of Chandigarh. And I might have went through this road actually. Yeah, I went to this road while we were going on holiday. So yeah, that's a good score. So let's move on to the next one. Next, we have another boxcar, and that means it's again gonna be mountains because these mountains are to our southwest. So mountains to our southwest. This does not look like India. It looks like some other country, but whoa, the mountains are big. They're actually big. Okay, we have some information. So we have a Buddhist prayer flag over here, I guess. No, is that the Buddhist prayer flag? Yeah, it is Buddhist prayer flag, but it's kind of broken. Yeah. So it is mountains to our southwest. So this time, mountains to our southwest doesn't actually mean anything. Also, the mountains kind of look a bit more higher in elevation. You can see snow-capped mountains. So mountains to our southwest, does that fit for anywhere? So for example, we could be in Sikkim, but the mountains will be to our north, west, and all that. So it's not going to be Sikkim. Let's look around and let's find some language. Okay, so we find nothing here, but we also find a bit more here and here. Okay, I have a suspicion it's northern India. So it's going to be mountains to our southeast. So where is that going to be? It could be the coverage over here, but the coverage in Leh is a bit more drier than this, I suspect. So yeah, you could also see a lot of organized pines here. In the first episode, we have learned that organized pines are only found in the northern region. So it's not Ladakh again. So it could be the coverage in Jammu, but the coverage in Jammu is flat area, not completely high. So it's gonna be here, which is kind of making sense actually, but it's so dry and so dry that kind of looks like other countries a bit more. Now the mountains are to our southwest, and I'm kind of now let's actually just follow the mountains for 1 second. Yeah. Okay, we find some settlements. This could actually be helpful. Okay, so firstly we have Disintang over here. Disintang, so I guess it's gonna be in the north only. It's gonna be in the north. I haven't found any specific clues yet. So let's go through again and go through these areas. Okay, do you find any Hindi? If it's Urdu, it's gonna be in Jammu and Kashmir. Pretty sure about that. But I can see a lot of Buddhist prayer flags and is all these things. So it could be Himachal Pradesh again, not Uttarakhand because they're pretty less common. However, it could be Sikkim as well because I did not drove through Sikkim, but it might look like this actually. So let's go towards the signpost. Oh my god, the coverage was so blurry. I hate Generation 3, man. This is so... I mean, Generation... Crap cam, this is the worst. Oh! Finally! Thank God we did not guess! It's the Sikkimese language... Wait, okay. Hang on a second. So, what language is this? We know that it's not going to be Himachal Pradesh or Uttarakhand or Ladakh or Jammu and Kashmir. So, it takes us back to this area. And let's see the language. So Sikkim is not going to be because it's similar to the Nepali language and uses Devanagari script. However, this time it's only Arunachal Pradesh that's being considered. So Arunachal Pradesh and Tibetan language are very similar. As well as that, you could also see some similar languages. So it's not going to be Mizoram, it's not going to be Manipur, it's not going to be Nagaland, no coverage there. So the only suspicion is Arunachal Pradesh, unless it's going to be Sikkim. Now the Bhutanese language is also very similar to that, it's Zongha, and I think it's probably very similar. Okay, we find some information, but the information is so useless now that... Okay, we have some metal roofs. All these are common in the north, and I suspect we'll go to Tawang. I really don't know why, but let's head in Arunachal Pradesh and let's guess. Okay, we got the right state. Let's go. But in actuality, it was actually near the Chinese border. And it's so surprising because I always forget that China claims Arunachal Pradesh as their own territory, and Tibet is literally here. So Tibet has the Tibetan language script, and what we were seeing there was Tibetan inside the city of Treling. So there was a Buddhist Sri Hanuman temple. No way there are Hindus here. This is actually good. And yeah, there are mostly Buddhists in this area. You can see we went to the southern Semetan Yangang Monastery, but yeah, there were mountains to our southwest as well because we were literally high in the mountains. But we got the right state, so it doesn't matter. Let's move to the next map. So we have a lot of oil. No, wait, no. Obviously. We are having a lot of palm trees here. A lot of palm trees. So that means we're on the coastline of India. So suspiciously close to the coastline. So here we have some marking. I think there were markings last episode, but I really don't remember. Okay, so if there are a lot of these palm trees, then we have to be along the coastal areas of India. So let's just find a language and confirm. So this type of pole top is only available. So let's just check if it's Andhra Pradesh pole top or is it not. Okay. So we have an even pole top. There's an Indian flag, obviously. Okay. Okay, we don't find any Andhra Pradesh carved pavement, so yeah, basically that was a useful Andhra Pradesh pole top tool, but no, it's not. But then we find some signs, and yes, it's Tamil. So Tamil is the language of the southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu, and yeah, the combination of palm trees, a very high climate, as well as, of course, the Tamil language, and the entire architecture kind of feeling south. Yeah, you could probably see why it's Tamil Nadu. And for the region, I think I'm going to hedge in Madurai area because it could be Chennai, but it could be here as well. I'm going in the center. Yes, it was actually near the border of them and Andhra Pradesh, the son of Bargur. So could have actually read the sign names, but I was kind of lazy. We're just kind of explaining the guide for India. Next, and finally, there's one last round for AI generated India. So we have some red dirt. And red dirt is very common in the state of Chhattisgarh and as well as surrounding regions. So we need to look carefully. It's a forest kind of, so I kinda we could just say that this is Chhattisgarh in general. The motorbike disappeared. Oh shit. Okay. As we're in a forest, I don't mind going Chhattisgarh at this point, but it's so red soil, I think it could get wrong actually. So we are getting a lot closer. Just okay, yes, we have some language. We have some language, but it's so hard to read. Okay, I think. Whoa. Okay, we nearly went there, but in actuality, this is Telugu language script. So as a Telugu or Kannada, we could see a tick mark in front of the G. So I think this is going to be rural Telangana in this area. So guess. Whoa, and I mistakenly confused the Karnataka and Telugu scripts. Okay, so that confusion always happens. I think I did not see a tick mark. Instead, it might have been a curve. But yeah, it was in another region where red soil was common. I was thinking of this region as well, but because of the language script, I think we got jerked off. But who cares? We got 14,000. It's a good score on this map generally. So let's just break down again what we have got. Generally, the rounds were so good. The Karnataka one got us confused because it's actually Goa, but then the Tamil Nadu one was good, and then the Eastern Arunachal Pradesh one was very nice. As well as that, we also have a Himachal Pradesh guess that was absolutely insane. But then we also have our Telangana Karnataka 50-50 that accidentally let us do low points again. But I have the general area, and generally zoom out, it is a good score generally, and I guess we can exit the map now. So now let's practice AI degenerated India. So let's just see this map. It's created by Duskron. It has over 100,000 locations. So it has locations in every territory and only 33 in Nagaland due to very limited coverage. So yeah, let's just see and let's start playing the map. So it's all the coverage as of the 30th of October 2024. So let's just see if we could do it. It has every state in the country, so we have to remember to make sure that everything is good. It's a balanced thing. Okay. So firstly, we have a cow. Okay, nice cow. And then we have Palm Grove area. Okay, the car is so weird because of the crap cam. Oh, bloody crap cam. Okay, an auto rickshaw. Auto rickshaws are pretty useful. Oh, it's a black one. Okay. The black auto rickshaw is common in Maharashtra, but it could also be common all over the country. So red brick, it all kind of feels north again. And it kind of makes a bit of sense because North India has a lot of these red brick architecture that I think we could go. Okay. So firstly, a lot of these plants, what are the plants? So the plants here doesn't make any sense. Okay, so, okay, nothing here, but what type of trees are these? Okay, so the trees are, doesn't make any sense though. The trees are kind of weird. Let's just look around a bit more. Okay, so we have a bit of insulators action here. Okay, it's Hindi, so it's not, wait, it could be Marathi or Hindi, but remember the boxcar. So the boxcar meta, as we have already seen, I think the boxcar, I don't, okay. Uh, so it's gonna be in Uttar Pradesh or Maharashtra. It's not Madhya Pradesh area. It's not Gujarat because it has no holy polar action, and also Gujarati is different from this. So we're gonna be in Uttar Pradesh or in Maharashtra. This is a weird 50-50. Or it might even be Punjab actually. Yeah, it could be Punjab as well. Yeah, okay. So we have no Punjabi though, so it's gonna be Haryana. Okay. Fine. So we have a bridge. Should we go over the bridge? There's no way to go over the bridge. Okay. So do we see any action of crops that could help? Actually, Maharashtra has a lot of black soil. So I opt for Uttar Pradesh. I might be wrong here, but let's just see state streak. Let's see if we get all 5 out of 5 states correct. So guess Uttar Pradesh. And it was Uttar Pradesh. Oh no. I did a mistake doing the state streak. It was actually Uttarakhand. But generally, do you know what? I'll count that as an exception because we're in the general area. Uttarakhand used to be part of Uttar Pradesh, and this area is completely flat with all that. But do you know what? Actually, do you know what? Okay, no, that's not a good one. But do you know what? On a world map, it's kind of good location. We should just get a bit north, and we're gonna get into the location with Uttarakhand. Yeah, that's pretty much the good thing. Let's continue the spirit. Another black car. Another box car maybe. Oh, it has an antenna. Damn, antenna. Okay, so we need to go here and let's see what the language is already. Okay, we're already in a good one. So this one doesn't have government of Mizoram. Yes, let's go. So we already have the location already. So let me just try to find out, are there any hills? Because yeah, there are so many rugged hills in Mizoram. So despite, I think that was a bit of a cheating because Mizoram already was mentioned. I think this road has coverage in Mizoram. Do you know what? Let's line up the road. Who cares? Okay, it's a northern road. It's kind of this angle. I think Mizoram only has a few coverage in some roads. Actually, do not leave the road. Let's just get in their eyes wall and guess. Yes, let's go. It has 4,000 points already. We already found the location, so it doesn't matter. Next up, we have the boxcar thing meta again. This time it's going to be northern. Okay, there's a hill to our northeast. So hill to our northeast, again, this is probably in this area, or it might be Madhya Pradesh with a small hill that goes here. But it might be here because of the dry climate. So let's just suspect a bit more and let's just check around. Whoa, I think we're not bouncing back from this location. Oh no, we're stuck. We're stuck in a loop. We can't go around. This is bad. Oh, wait, we can move around. Finally, yes. And there were some signs over there. We could have missed them. Oh my god. So what are the palm? Are there any trees that could help us here? Okay, before we go, no. It kind of looks like a dry climate though, so let's once see location. Alright, so we have... Whoa! Oh my god, that was not the place I was expecting. If it wasn't for that sign, that was so interesting. The dry climate fooled me. And the boxcar fooled me especially. It's Meghalaya. No way is it Meghalaya. Okay. So, as it's so dry climate, we're going in the center, and There was a hill to our north, so I guess there are hills here. Some hills. Okay, we're going here. There are a lot of hills there, so I guess let's zoom a bit more. Okay, okay, could be here actually. Let's guess. Oh, it's here. Okay, there are a lot of hills here, to be honest. So yeah, it doesn't matter. We got another straight state correct. Okay, so Meghalaya does actually have dry coverage. So let's just take a note of that. Okay, so there's an equal amount of coverage in every part of India. So we have a coconut palm tree, also known as a palm tree. Yeah, pretty much all of you kind of know that by this point. Okay. Any information available? So we have a lot of those trees, palm trees. I'm thinking of the south again. Andhra Pradesh area probably, most likely. Okay. Okay, we're practicing, guys. So remember, take me as a, I think I need to once again stress that I'm only a person that's probably learning GeoGuesser at this point. So we only are trying to learn from here, and we're not trying to do that many perfect scores. We're just trying to guess all for fun. And yeah, sure. So we're doing good by this point. Whoa, the coverage just turned into a slanty direction. I did not like that. Okay, so now we go here and whoa, there's a lot of these houses. So these type of metal houses are all seen in the north. But as we could see, with the hill coverage, it kind of looks like anywhere it could be in Assam. The hills to our south, so could be in Meghalaya, but I'm doubting it again because there are hills in Andhra Pradesh as well that matter because these hills especially, and there are hills here somewhat. Okay, let's go until we find some language and let's guess. We're already urban, I guess, kind of not urban. Okay, there are a lot of these trees right here, kind of like these type of palm tree kind of combination. Oh, Palmyra palms. Okay, I think that was a Palmyra palm over there. Palmyra tree. Okay. We could also see a house. Finally, we could see a house. Okay. Architecture doesn't feel South Indian, particularly. It could feel South Indian when I go closer, though. Let's go to that house. Okay, let's go down the road again. That's just fine. Okay, so we have a house here with a lot of metal roof. So it could be East India again. I think so. I think I might support my East Indian Meghalaya theory here. I'm not happy. Okay, let's just see the utility pole if it's going to be anything useful, especially. So we have a man over here. Oh, look at that guy. Okay, move on. So we have some blurring on the license plate. Good blurring. Google, I would have found the state by this point though. Okay, so it's lower down crossbar, unequal, equal. Okay, nothing from the pole top I can get. So, this is a very difficult one actually. Very difficult. So, we're going down in order to just find language and that's it. Okay, it is a church, so I'm expecting a Meghalaya action already. But let me reveal the name, actually. Okay. It's so hard to read that I can't find it, but do you know what? I don't care if the round is actually bad or not. We're just going to see, from what we have analyzed, what we are going to go to. So, we're going to go in Meghalaya, and let's guess. Whoa! I did not expect it to be east, but it's actually east. Okay. So, it was Tripura. So, the reason why I went to Meghalaya was because there were a lot of Christians in Meghalaya, and so that's why I thought the church is going to probably be a Meghalaya thing. But it's apparently Tripura. And that's not a big problem. They're only separated by Bangladesh. The Sylhet province of Bangladesh. Damn it. Otherwise, it would have been good score. But yeah, Tripura is probably difficult to get, honestly. Unless we know Bangladesh vibes. Next episode, we could learn Bangladesh, but apparently from your suggestions in the comments, let's see. So for the final round, let's see what it is. So we have some action from the polls. And let's see what type of polls these are. Okay, the polls don't make any sense. I mean, they make sense, but they're Indian polls, but it's so hard to get anything out of them now. Okay, let's go to climate. It kind of feels North Indian, especially North Indian. Okay, so get it from all this. What information do we have? Any information? Do we have any sign? Any language, especially? Okay. Concrete? Uh, any projections into? Oh my gosh, the coverage turned absolutely horrible. This is the worst. Oh my god. I feel my specs. I nearly had blindness for a second. This is how much brightness they made to Indian coverage. Thank Lord we're getting new coverage in the future. Okay, I need to get out of this particularly worrisome coverage, and I nearly got blind. Okay, I should have worn glasses while this entire time. Okay, stop complaining about glasses. Let's move on. So the pole, it doesn't have any carvings into it, so it's not going to be this region. Also, particularly as it's 2023, I think one useful thing meta is that most of the coverage was covered in 2023 in the north. So that could be a useful one. Oh, why did I zoom in on Yemen? That was a bad idea. Okay. Okay, so North architecture. Do you know what? The random click in Uttar Pradesh could work actually. So, do you know what? It could be just Uttar Pradesh from what all we are seeing, the brick architecture and what we are seeing here. Let me just get a little bit glance on these things. Ooh, okay. This could be a Bihar meta as well. This type of thing. It could be available only in this area of India. This type of coverage, it's especially North Indian. Especially North. Okay. All the coverage looks particularly North Indian. You can see from those ladies as well as this man that kind of looks like North India. Especially poverty-rich area, which is quite sad actually. But yeah, could finally see some Hindi and we could officially guess Uttar Pradesh. All our options are locked in. I'm heading Uttar Pradesh. It could be Bihar. And it is Uttar Pradesh and we are in the correct state. So that's what it all matters for. So view results. I promise we're going to have a state streak. And yeah, if you break down everything, we had two kind of Uttar Pradeshi looking rounds. These were kind of in the same area, that's why they kind of look the same. But I went center. I should always go this area, or kind of a bit northern, for Uttar Pradesh, especially for these rounds. And the remaining were actually in East India, and another... Wait, where was the other round? I couldn't remember. Oh yeah, we had in Mizoram, we had Meghalaya, we had a Tripura, which is good. Most northeastern states were covered. So I guess we played the North Indian map. Actually, you know what? Let's once see the northeastern India. We're particularly going to be interested by this because, yeah, I have no idea how to play this. I just want to get a good score. Man, most of the people here, I have to get into this map especially. So our aim is to get into the high score board list, and let's jump into Northeast India. So we have Baniadha. This is probably okay. We have more signs. Gabrachara, and Abhutara, which is a bridge area in India. So moving on. Sipanini Assam. So we have a lot of banana trees, and let's try to get the poles involved. Pole action. Oh shit. Let me just once fix this issue with my battery. Oh shit. Let me just... Should I keep this in the video? This is weird. Okay, then you know what? It remains in the video. Who cares? Yeah. So we have a lot of action from the banana plantations here, and yeah. So a lot of psychopaths, all this. It could just be Assam anyways, though. It could just be Assam. Yeah, the climate all kind of feels Assam. Assamese climate. And with banana plantations, I kind of feel like it's Assam. I'm getting all the Assam vibes. I mean, there's literally Northeast India. There's literally nothing else in this map. I could just go in Assam northeastern part. Go here or here. Probably around Guwahati, I go here. Yes. Nice. But it was actually... Wait! Is West Bengal in the map? Are you serious? No! Why? This is unfair! Okay. I mean, fine. We're at least kind of in the right region. alias number West Bengal is in the map. Okay, so it kind of fell Assamese, but also kind of fell like that. Any side action from here? Okay, no side action because it's so blurry, damn it. Being so blurry doesn't matter. So we have a lot of these type of poles. Do we have any Assam pole top that we could spot with the hook and all that? Do we see a hook? No, we don't see a hook. Okay. Okay, move on. So we have this. Okay, fair. Get it for the car? No. But the climate does kind of feel Assamese again. The Palmyra palms. This time I guess in the same region. It's probably going to not be the same region. Yeah, Meghalaya. This is why. I got the state wrong. I kind of felt like it could be into my Kasi farms. I thought like that, but no, it was not. I thought it was going to be. Any Assam hook action this time? Nope. We have to find some other things. We have to get a specific region guess now. Okay, our aim is to get a region guess here, and that's it for now. Okay, we have a BJP flag. BJP, very common in Assam. It could be Northeast though, again. Yeah, so I think we can exclude states like Nagaland already, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, and Meghalaya, because they don't follow the BJP more. I think that's a meta that only Indians will know. Yeah, so wet road lines, especially common here. Any sign knowledge from here? If it's English or Assamese, okay, it could be Assamese. Yeah, this region could be Assamese. If I just find some sign that isn't Assamese, that's probably gonna be easy. Okay. Oh, okay. So we can see language here. It looks, yeah, it's Assamese. It's Assamese language. With the triangle, you're able to get Assam, but it could be Bengal as well. Pro Rahul Hussein. This is necessarily could be Assam actually. Yeah, this is 100% going to be Assam. Let's just check from the poll tops. Did we find any Assam thingy related to Assam? Do we find anything? More Assamese, but it could be Assam. Do you know what? I'm going Assam. Who cares? It might be wrong again, and I might be foolish. So I'm going Guwahati, the capital. But it also could be Tezpur. It could be Dubragar. It could be Tafskula. It could be in the neighboring region. But my plan is to go Guwahati, and I'm going to center hedge. Yes. What? It's Bengali. Oh no. Okay, it should be Coach Bihar. Why are all the rounds coming from here? I have no idea why they're trying to jerk me off like this. Okay, at least this is easy, I guess, because it is the hilly region, and hills are to our northwest, so northwest hills are going to be in Arunachal Pradesh. We're going to go in the center mountains and straight for it. Okay, it's actually the wrong region of Arunachal Pradesh, but who cares? It's kind of practice, so who cares? Again, I feel bad we're only at 2,000 points. Next up, we're in Northeast India. Obviously, we're in Northeast India. But these palms, Palmyra palms, are very special to a lot of this region. So we have to be careful with that. Okay, so learning from all this. Oh, we have these things. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a meta for Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, and Mizoram. So that is a meta for that. And then we have trees for coconut trees, all these trees. Going again, we have a lot of these architecture. The round was similar to the second round in Bangladesh, so I guess I go, yeah. Do you know what? It kind of felt like Kasi Pines and all this type of stuff is present. I'll go Meghalaya. I don't know if I have to get the state right at least. And it was Assam. Okay. If I went Guwahati, it could have been worked, but nope. I did not find any Assamese at all. I only found English, so that was a bad one. It's 4,000 points though, not bad at all. Wish I could have been on the high score list. 8,000. So do you know what? I'll try my best to get into the top. I don't care if I'm bottom, and some people got 8,000 points already from 1 minute and 17 seconds. So you know, the video is already this long, so I'll give the Plunkett guide in the description. I'll make sure to give these links of maps also in the description, because they're pretty important for you to guess in India, and especially these type of maps. So yeah, not just a balanced AI generated word in India, we're also going to give a shout out to uh, AI degenerated India and Northeast India. So all these maps, I'm going to give links in the description. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'll make sure that we're going to cover another new country. We might play some jewels, etc. So let's see if we can do a very good job in all this stuff. Anyways, goodbye.